All right. Today we're going to be changing the oil pressure switch or oil pressure sensor right there on an EJ25 2012 Subaru Outback, the green one I just got. Keep on getting a flashing oil pressure after the car's been on for about like 20-30 minutes, warmed up. While idling, it doesn't stay lit, it just kind of flickers very lightly, like I don't know, like maybe it's electronic. So check the oil's good. I'm gonna do the switch. This is the new one right here. I want to drop it, but that's the new one. So I'm gonna put the new one in, and then if it's not this, it's probably gonna be the oil catcher inside the oil pan or oil tube thing, but I'm assuming it's probably this. So we're just kind of gonna do the cheap stuff first and then kind of roll it out to see what's wrong. But I'm pretty sure it's the switch. It has the original switch on it with 98,000 miles. So I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna do that. All right, before we do anything, we're gonna disconnect the battery here. It's a 10mm bolt on this one and a 10 on that one, and then we'll start at the alternator after. So next we're gonna take this metal bar off that holds the belt cover. It's a 12mm bolt. This one's pretty easy to get to. It's about right there. I took it off already. This one is slightly under the belt, right there. So you might need an extension, 12mm. Then we're just gonna go ahead and take the connections off now. Now that our battery here is disconnected, so we're just gonna grab that and wiggle that out. This is a 10mm. I'm just gonna take that off there. Make sure you take that little washer too. You don't want to lose that shit. We're gonna go ahead and do the tensioner. That's gonna help loosen the belt off so that we can go ahead and pull that alternator off. So our tensioner is that pulley right there. Here's a front view of it. So alternator, power steering pump, AC compressor, I think your water pump somewhere right there, and then that's the tensioner right there, 15mm right there. And then it's gonna loosen up the belt, and then now we have access to this bolt right here. Alright, so before we get the alternator off, we have to take this bearing off here. It's gonna be a 14mm bolt, because it's kind of in the way right here of this bolt for the alternator. So we're gonna go ahead and do that right now. Alright, so now we got the bearing off. I just put it over there. And there's where it used to be. And then we're gonna go ahead and take that off and then pull the alternator up. Alright, so we just got the alternator off here. As you can see, here's the switch. It does look pretty new, but upon inspecting it, it was a little loose on this terminal here. Maybe the Teflon tape is covering the hole there, but part was only $10, so 11 bucks. So I'm just gonna go ahead and replace it and then see if that code goes away. Like I said, it only goes on when I'm idling, and it flickers barely, like it's trying to flicker and illuminate, but it's not. So just trying to phase out all the cheap stuff, checking the oil, making sure the switch there is gonna be working, and then if not, like I said, it might be the oil catcher inside the oil pan. That I don't even know if that's really the name of it, but that's it, then that's the last thing I want to check, because it doesn't have any gasket leaks or anything. Engine's really solid, just kind of dirty right here, but yeah. All right, here's the new switch here. Got the Teflon tape already on there. As you can see, the hole up there is exposed, so make sure you don't get that covered up. You're gonna wrap the Teflon tape clockwise, so when you screw it in, the threads don't come all unloose and bunch up and create a whole bunch of channels for leaks to get through, so just make sure you wrap that up nice and tight. And then we're gonna see how it fits. Alright, so there's our new switch there. I put it in by hand. Once it was hard to put it by hand, I used this here. What size is it? I don't know what size, but I just went ahead and slowly did it. I took the old one off with this. I think it was this side, and then kind of, but they were different sizes. So there's the new one there. Gonna go ahead and put the alternator back on first, and then this pulley, then the belt. So I'll just go ahead and show that in clips just really fast. Make sure you try to get this part down first, and then kind of wiggle that bolt in and snake it through until you get to that one nice and snug. Then you put that little winged clip or screw back there, so it kind of holds it in place. And then you just tighten this up. You're not going to tighten it fully because, you're not going to tighten it fully because you still got to do this one. Just make sure each one's snug, and then after that, kind of just start getting it a little bit each side. So it's time to put this back on here. It's going to go right there. Just do a quick little camera glance over everything. So we're going to go ahead and loosen up the tensioner and build the tension here.
I wish I had a bigger wrench on this, because that should be enough. Okay.
Study it a little bit before you try it, but now that everything's all tensioned and set, I can go ahead and show you a little bit of how I did it. But like I said, Google it, study it, and then do it. So I'm gonna put this bracket on there next. I'll loosen up this bolt here, and then there's the other part for it, and then it kind of just slides like that, and then you tighten that up. And then we're gonna put the battery on, and then we're gonna start her up. All right, got our battery all hooked up there in the terminals. All right, next is our battery here, and then we'll start her up. I couldn't get the cover on because the clips broke. I was going to zip tie it, but I don't want anything happening where it's kind of flimsy and it hits the belt or anything. So I'll probably just keep it off until I find those little clips. They're pretty universal to find, so this kind of makes it look pretty too, I guess. I don't know. I could see protecting it from dust, but at the same time, you know, that's what the hood's for and everything. So let's go ahead and get the battery going, and I'll go ahead and start her up. All done with the project here. This is how it should look. Maybe you got your cover on, but you know, the things broke for the cover, the clips. So there's the belt again, one more time. Battery all plugged in. We're gonna go ahead and start her up. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start her up now. Remember, if you guys have that issue where it's just the sensor, this should fix it, because we unplugged the battery, basically resetting everything. Like what I'm doing, like I said in the beginning of the video, I'm trying to phase out everything to kind of narrow down what's wrong with it. So I'm going to have it drive around. I'll probably get back to you guys in a different video, because I'm going to be doing a lot of videos on this Subaru. So I'll let you know if it works, because the issue only happens after it's warmed up, and then idling at a light after it's been on for like 30-40 minutes. So I'm going to go turn her on. And if you guys have this code flashing or illuminating while you guys turn it on, this should fix the issue. So. Alright, so I know I said that was the end of the video, but I just wanted to do an update here. I just went on a quick drive for about 30 minutes or so now at the light. Normally it would be kind of blinking right there, but it's not blinking right now. So I think we got the problem fixed. Yeah, normally it's like barely flickering. But there we go. But I just realized my catalytic converter is making a little rattle. So that might be the next video. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you later.